exceptional in school, but as far as the world is concerned, you are not relevant to yourself or your immediate environment, right? Because you have to have the intellectual capacity to interact with the world as it is, so you can create the world as it, so you can influence the world as it will be, so it reflects what you want it to be, right? So you have to know how these things, then you ask questions. So to ask questions, first of all, you need to identify what of these four words are you dealing with, right? So anytime you are methods with data, it doesn't matter what form, right? The first question that you should ask is, what does this mean? This is not the first particularly, right? In no particular order, but you should ask the question of, what does this mean? Let's say, for example, you are a Nigerian and you saw on the news that President Tinubu did blah, blah, blah. Don't just, if you are antagonistic to his government, don't just run your mouth. But first of all, ask, what does this mean? Even if you are his supporter, ask, what does this mean? Or, for example, what example will I use? Let me say, for anyone, your girlfriend sent you a message that you least expect, right? Instead of reacting, you just ask, what does this mean, first of all, right? So the next question that you should always ask is, what is